Hello, your data is everywhere, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, hello to all the good people. My name is Dr. Romella Janene, and this is Romella Janene Global, where I talk about AI, the economy, working, and all related topics. Today, I want to talk to you about something every American deserves clarity on: who's touching your data, why they have it, and why the United States still doesn't have a comprehensive, centralized policy, framework that protects everyone equally. Right now, the U.S. is one of the only major economies without a single national privacy law. Instead, we mix and mangle and rely on state level, sector relevant regulation. And that means your protections depend on your zip code, the type of data involved, and which company happens to be handling it. There is no centralized standard, no unified rights, no consistent oversight. Congress has tried twice to do a national privacy law, and neither time it was successful. They both stalled. So the U.S. still has no federal baseline. But even without a national law, the last 2 years brought forth some important updates. The DOJ, Department of Justice, launched data security program, which restricts bulk transfers of U.S. data to certain foreign jurisdictions. It's intended to try to, help with national security and have real penalties. States are also moving. Colorado, California, Virginia, Texas have all passed their own privacy laws. Other states already had laws. Consumer protection laws concerning AI, child privacy. Child privacy is gaining bipartisan momentum. We'll see if Congress actually does something on that. But even these developments, the U.S. lacks centralized, comprehensive federal framework that applies to everyone. Meanwhile, other jurisdictions are, moving forward. European Union still operates under the GDPR. And they're really doing everything they can to try and streamline it, simplify it, integrate it into their broader sort of governance structure known as the EU Digital Rule Book. Digital playbook. The enforcement gets stronger and more coordinated. The UK maintains, the GDPR protections. Canada is modernizing, I can't speak today, its framework. Over in Asia, countries are doing a lot: South Korea, Japan, even China. And, there's enforcement. People are looking at privacy as the norm, but in the United States, it's still sort of like, why do we need it? This is consistently changing, and I do see that there are some things happening. Today I just got another notice of another data breach. Don't want to share too much, but it's just a company I had never heard of. They have my information. It was something related to processing my mortgage. I got it with one company, they transferred it to another, and in the process they lost it. There's no clear reason why they had it. I was not notified, I think, that they had it. If it was, it looked something like junk mail and wasn't completely processed. But anyway, it's like there's no national standard concerning accountability, and until we have that, Americans will continue to navigate a system where their data moves in ways they can't see, they can't control, and can't even identify. And that, is the only way sometimes people find out, that someone had their data is when something goes wrong. So anyway, if this was your first time here, before you go, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment below. This helps people find this conversation. And please come back for more information about AI, the economy, working, and all related topics. And until next time, hope you enjoyed this story time for, information that grown folks actually care about. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.